Peaceable Kingdom, not my favorite Jack Ketchum book, but Jack Ketchum is one of my favorite authors, and inside it you can find one of my absolute favorite short stories, The Box. The Box is a 1994 Bram Stoker Award story, and rightfully so. This is going to spoil it for you, so I suggest that you click off this video and go read it if you haven't done so already. If you've done, you know that this story will fuck you up, as most good Ketchum stories would do, right? And it's got zero gore in it, but it's still very grim and scary because at the end of the day, Ketchum is not gory. His horror is being grim. The Box starts 2 weeks before Christmas. We have a father, our protagonist, and he has taken his two twin daughters and his son on a trip to New York, and they're returning home. They're on the train, and he's sitting on one side with the two daughters, and on the other side there is this man with a red box and his son. And the son is pestering the gentleman to open the box, and finally he does. And when he opens the box, the son is smiling with triumph, and then he sees, and his smile wanes. And on the same night, he stops eating. His parents, of course, are starting to get worried. They start thinking that it's just a phase. But as the days go on, he's eating nothing. They start to worry. They call the doctor. They try to find out what's happening. One night, our protagonist hears the son talking to the twin daughters about his sisters, about the box and what's inside. And he barges in, tries to find out what's inside the box, why it's so important, but they don't tell him. And then the daughters also stop eating, and when this happens, the mother stops eating too, and everybody's in a very good mood. They feel great. They celebrate Christmas together, even though everybody but our protagonist in the house is not eating, and they end up in the hospital. And the way it appears to be is like the son has lost his will to live. He finds everything futile. Maybe he discovered existentialism or something. It happens to some people, you know. Yeah, I know I'm joking, but this story is really amping up the tension at this point, and you're very curious about what's in the box. So the protagonist is asking the son what was in the box, and the son says there was nothing in the box. Absolutely nothing. By the end of the story, everybody has passed away, and the father is taking the train and going through the route he took with this strange man every day, over and over, hoping he'll stumble upon him and learn what was inside the box and what was so important. Yeah, that's the story. If you haven't read it and you heard me talking about it, I just ruined it for you. I know, but yes, this story is very scary, because imagine stumbling upon something that makes you want to lose all will to live. What's that? And we'll never exactly learn, or maybe we'll learn that the box was empty. So it's like Pandora's box of a sort. It's a very powerful allegory. It's a mystery, it's a gimmick. It's all about, learning this box is not something important, just MacGuffin to drive the plot forward. But at the same time, the way it's shown to us, you won't know what's in there. Or maybe you don't, because what can it be? What can it be that makes people lose their sense of purpose and just wither away? And I don't know. Really, this story really makes you think. It's highly effective. It's written in Jack Ketchum's very Spartan style of writing that's very effective. It's got a quite a nice clip. Most of the stories up to this point, they had a nice clip, which is, well, not the Love Dead, but yeah, it was a very old story. They have a nice clip, characterization, they convey information in a very efficient way. and something is happening, you have to follow. There's a sense of mystery, of escalation. That's what makes a great horror story for me. And this is definitely, I think I've read this story 5 or 6 times by now, and I'm like, yes, it's like the first time, it's still getting me. So that should tell you something. That's one of the horror stories you should definitely read, in my opinion. But then again, if you're here in this part of the video, you definitely have read it, I hope. And I think it was made a movie in 2017, I believe, but I haven't watched it, to be honest. So yeah, The Box, classic, well worth the Bram Stoker Award. Great short story, definitely worth a read. I hope you liked this video. I hope you gave this video a thumbs up. I hope you subscribed if you haven't subscribed already, because we're doing this all throughout October. And as always, thank you for watching and stay spooky.